Now, not much, except Zion coming back, but that was like last night, or a couple nights back when people will be listening to this. Not much has happened. So, we thought we'll just roast and big up a lot of players. So we've got a list of overrated players, well, we believe they're overrated, underrated, and disappointing players this season. So, let's go through them! Oi! Overrated players. Okay, you put this name in, so you can talk about him. You went for Devonte Graham. Interesting.
Yeah, so basically, he is improved to an extent because he's putting up points because he's had the opportunity to put up points. But the way people talk about him as the most improved player in the league is, it's gotten to the point where you are overrating him. He's not that good. He's just a bad player who's been given the opportunity to shoot a lot. He's putting up 18 points per game, but look at his efficiency. He's not even shooting 40%, which is, for like a starting level guard,
Embarrassing.
it is maybe not embarrassing, but it's just not very good. And the way people are talking about him, you'd think he's at an all-star level where he's nowhere near that. You might not even be the best point guard on this team. So,
You think Terry Rozier is better than him?
yeah,
Definitely not.
I don't know. He's just not as good as most people are like trying to portray him to be.
No, I get where you're coming from, but he definitely has improved a lot since his last game.
Since his last season.
Yeah. Sorry, I was
last
reading Twitter. Yeah, he's improved so much since this last season, so it's fair that people are putting him in the most improved player category.
But I think it's got to the point where they're overrating him now.
So I'd probably agree that he is being overrated, but not as much as other players on this list.
Yeah.
Whereas like he is overrated, but he's still good. It's not like he's overrated, but he's a bad player. He's overrated, but he's still doing. It's like Zion and the media.
Yeah.
They saying he's LeBron. He's just a good player. Devonte Graham, they're saying he is like the most improved player. He's just doing well.
Put him on the Lakers and he averages 7 points per game.
I mean, so does Kyle Kuzma. Another player that you put on the list. I mean, I didn't put a single player on this overrated
you didn't
list.
get any
No.
overrated players.
No.
Marvin Bagley. He's been so poor. I never understood why the Kings took him second overall when they could have had Trae Young or Luka Doncic. They had their pick apart from DeAndre Ayton, and they chose Bagley, which is baffling because he's a centre who can't defend, can't rebound, can't score inside, and he can't shoot. So when he came into the season with an injury, it already started on a bad note, and now he's averaging less points than last season, at 14 points per game. And when you watch him play, he just has nothing. Do you know what I mean? Where he just doesn't.
I mean, no, I've not watched many Sacramento games.
I don't blame you, to be honest.
But I get where you're coming from.
Like what does he do? Like nothing.
He made a good diss track to Dame in the summer.
But then he got roasted by Dame.
He did, but I preferred Bagley's diss track to Dame's. That's just musical preference.
Yeah.
But I get where you're coming from. For a third overall pick, he's looking a bit of a second overall pick. He's looking a bit of a excuse. I was gonna say he's looking a bit like a bender, but not as in. I mean, like
a dragon bender.
Dragon bender.
I wouldn't go that bad, but I mean that's a wild statement.
Yeah, no. Out of context, that's bad. But if you know what I'm talking about, he looks like Dragon Bender, not yeah.
No, I think like Dragon Bender is completely out of his depth in the NBA. Where I think Bagley can be a backup center one day, but like he's just so poor. He's just a bad player.
Yes, maybe stick to the music, Bagley.
Yeah.
Let's hope his little brothers can be a bit better.
Yeah, I'm not holding on much hope.
No.
No. His name is Marcus. What basketball player called Marcus is good?
Smart.
I said good.
DeMarcus Cousins.
No, that's close enough.
He's really good. He was really good.
He was really good. Kings as well.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
You're stretching, but no, I'll give it to you.
Thank you. Laurie Marcus and then no, he's pretty bad. He might be on one of these lists. Yeah, no, don't worry. I wasn't gonna make a joke about lists. Bradley Beal, you've also put on here.
Yeah, basically, it's for his shooting because he's always been known as since his like third season, he's been known as like an elite 3 level scorer, and this season he's shooting 31%. From 3.
He shoots threes, does he?
He shoots a heck of a lot of threes, and he misses so many.
Threes against the Thunder at Christmas time.
Like, on the Wizards team, there's no one on that team. So, I kind of expected him to average like over 30, just be the main scorer, break so many scoring records, and he's just, I mean, he is averaging 27 points, but when you look at his plus minus, he's always the reason they lose because he's either ball hogging like Russ did, or that was so I didn't need to take that shot at Russ.
I feel like every episode you kind of just throw in a dig at Russ every time. I'm gonna put my Russ jersey.
He deserves it, but yeah. Anyway, like Beal,
MVP.
I think the Wizards would be better off trading him for just a bunch of assets.
Yeah. Would you like Deonte Burton? Yeah, that's all I've got. Do you want Deonte Burton for Bradley Beal? You'll put up 27 points for you if you want.
Do you want to chuck in Muscala?
Oh yeah, you can have Mike as well. Have Mike and Peyton together. They could put up 27 points a game.
In the G League, maybe.
Yeah. Deal. Thanks, Washington. I can't wait. Can't wait for you to deliver Beal to us. Yeah, I would agree. I don't see many people like these days bigging him up that much because obviously Washington have won about 3 games. I don't know how much.
They've won a fair.
Yeah, 3 games. And last time I watched Bradley Beal play, he airballed about 4 3-pointers. That was embarrassing. And that was all in like the 4th quarter as well, where it mattered. So yeah, he's not as good as he can be, but he could definitely reach the levels if John Wall comes back and plays how John Wall used to play. But is John Wall going to come back and play like is John Wall going to come back and play like he used to play? I doubt it.
Well, he had the injury that ruined DeMarcus Cousins, so there's no way he's going to be the same level type of. Well, in terms of like athleticism, he's going to be nowhere near.
And DeMarcus Cousins, for me, is the saddest story in the NBA.
Yeah, it's just sad. He's just a little old man now, isn't he?
Yeah.
All shriveled up.
Remember that 55-point game? Oh. If anybody's ever sad, just watch DeMarcus Cousins highlights from back in the day, and you'll get even more sad.
That might make him more sad, because he's gone now.
If anybody's really happy and needs to be put down, show them some DeMarcus Cousins highlights and say, you'll never do this ever again. He doesn't even put up 10 points anymore. I
can feel like he's going to be like a 32-year-old and he's going to have one of those throwback games where he drops like 48 against the worst team in the league.
I hope so. Or he should go into like being a police guard or something. He'd be pretty good at that. Like a prison officer.
But he can't move anymore.
No, but he's just standing in the doorway and they're bouncing off him. Yeah, that's a possible career change for you, DeMarcus, if you're watching. Big fans. Got my thumbs up. Another player you've put all these players on the list, and your worst enemy, Kyrie Irving, obviously.
I mean, I don't think I need to say anything. Yeah. Like, surely by now everyone realises how overrated he is. He puts up the points, but overall he has such a negative impact on the team. Cause after during the Philly and Brooklyn game where Kyrie didn't play, it was at the point in the game where their second-round rookie, Nicholas Claxton, came into the game and scored 15 points.
Great hair.
He almost died from trying to block Ben. Yeah, he landed on his head.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but it was like a certain point in the game where they were beating us and they rattled off like 15 straight points. And I tweeted saying, do we need any more proof that teams are better off without Kyrie?
He did tweet that. Follow us on Twitter at @postup_podcast.
Nice. But it's so true. Cause look at Boston. Whenever Kyrie wasn't playing, they were better off. They always play as more of a team. So Kyrie is so toxic. Like no one wants to play with him. No one likes him. And like especially after the things he always says in the media, just get off the team, innit? Well, no, stay on Brooklyn. Please play every single game for him. Build
around Spencer Dinwiddie. Trade Kyrie. I can keep KD, I suppose. If he comes back pretty good, that'd be a nice partnership. Dinwiddie, LeVert, and KD.
Yeah, but
that'd be a good scoring 3.
KD went to the Nets because of Kyrie, so would he want out?
Yeah, probably. But yeah, Kyrie's a bit of a enigma, like you said last week. Yeah. A good word you used.
Just a bit weird, isn't he?
Yeah. Like, it's like the same with DeMarcus Cousins. Like, you remember the 33-point playoff game he had with LeBron James, where they both put up 33. You remember the highs of the 3-1 comeback in the Golden State 72 games. Yeah.
To win.
You remember all these good things at Kyrie at the Cavs, and then
you didn't realise how good he had it.
Yeah, then you look at Kyrie at the Celtics and how bad they were and how good the Celtics are this season when they get a nice point guard like big man Kemba, and how good all young players are playing there. And then same things happened at Brooklyn, but he's just not playing because he's faking injuries. So yeah, probably the most overrated player in the NBA, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree.
because some people still cling on to that Cleveland
And he's
hype.
got so many votes for the All-Star game, where
Yeah.
he missed, like, how long? A month of the season?
The hype that Kyrie gets was deserved when he was at Cleveland, but since then, it shouldn't be anymore. Stop living in the past, says the guy that just went on about crying about DeMarcus Cousins being amazing in the past. Love it. It's fine. I'm aware of what I say.